One of the important tenets about solution-focused brief therapy is based in this idea that whatever you focus upon grows. And it's really cool because people have a problem, they have anxiety, depression, addiction, whatever. And we get so focused on the problem, even though we're focused on it with the purposes of removing it, we get so focused on the problem that we don't realize that just the attention on the problem causes the problem to grow. What solution-focused brief therapy does is we ask people, what outcome would you like to have instead of the problem? And once we identify that, just by focusing on that with the purposes of growing it, it in fact does grow. Now, this idea is actually what is causing me concern in the world in which we live in today. And it's an interesting time. I was watching a video recently of a shooting going on in Wisconsin. A young man drove from Illinois to Wisconsin and shot people. And I just thought, this is a deplorable act. This is an act that we want to extinct. We don't want people shooting other people. And then a couple of days later, I watched the President of the United States praise, not just defend, but praise the actions of this person. And I immediately started thinking about this very simple idea in solution-focused brief therapy: whatever you attend to grows. And I couldn't help but think, because there's attention and praise on this negative idea, we're growing it. We're cultivating murder, violence, and mayhem from the very top of the American political system all the way down by praising violent acts. It scares me, it causes me harm. And I want you guys to remember, we do our work based on this idea: whatever you attend to grows. So we have to find a way to not attend to praise and defend deplorable violence. We have to extinct it. And we know that it's true. And I'm gonna give you an example of how we've used this attention to extinct behaviors. When I was growing up, I was a huge sports fan, and there used to be a thing called streaking that would happen at major sporting events, which someone, usually a drunk person, would take off all of their clothes at the Super Bowl or at the US Open or at whatever sporting event, at a Major League Baseball game, World Series. They would take off all their clothes and they would run stark naked across the field. And in doing so, the camera would pan on them and the person would jump up and down and cheer, and then security would get them and walk them off the field. Well, what happened was the networks didn't like that kind of disruption to the sporting event. So they made one choice that completely extincted this kind of behavior. They removed the attention from it. So what they did was, whenever somebody did that, they just didn't pan the camera on them. They pointed the camera someplace else and let security apprehend the intruder without the attention going to the person who intruded. And the behavior went away almost instantaneously. Streaking is now a thing of the past. It does not happen. Why? Because we stopped attending to it. We stopped praising it. We stopped glorifying it. And we have to take that same approach now. This world we're living in, it is too violent. It is too crazy. It is too insane. So when someone does an insane act, we have to find it in our hearts to not attend to it, because we're gonna accidentally grow more violence. Not surprisingly, about 2 days after this, there was more violence in the name of the same cause where the original violence started. Somebody drove a car into a crowd of people just because they were brown and didn't look like them, and they were proud of this action. If we're going to extinct these behaviors, we have to stop praising it, we have to stop giving it attention, and we have to remember that in solution-focused brief therapy, that's exactly what we do every single day, every single client. We ask them to attend to the thing they want to grow. And I think it's time that as a community and as a culture, as a country, we start wanting to grow kindness, hope, warmth. We start wanting to grow community. We start wanting to grow the morals and ethics that we want to live by. Only then will we have a chance to be the community, be the culture, be the country that we always should have been.